Welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is a story time. I'm going to do a 2025 review. I have my 2025 goal vision board that I made in Canva the end of last year, or beginning of this year, I don't know. And I have a lot of green checks. I didn't get everything done, but we did do good. We did well. And okay, so the big heart in the middle was about like romantic love, but I did check it because I found self love this year. And that is something that I never thought I would really find. Or, it's not something that like I've always loved myself, but like this year I was consistently met with making myself a priority and decision, and I did every single fucking time. So, check. We have the art bus here. So here's the board. Um, so the art bus, we have the ambulance. Okay. We have two different ones for like community, and I checked both of those because we got more community this year. I have more mommy friends in town and outside of town, and so I feel like it's not as I called in a lot of community, and it took my other friend like from outside to be like, Ashley, you are definitely building community there. It just doesn't maybe look the way you thought or whatever, but there's definitely community here. So I checked it. I think community is always changing, and this isn't really an easy time in the world to have people. It's just a weird moment. But anyway, I have Let's Play. I think I got a little bit better at that. I do have workshops. I am going to kick off workshops in the new year. I'm going to do one a month so that I can stay consistent with it. And we're going to be offering it. I don't know. We might do the community building. We might do the college. We might do the ambulance. We'll see. We have the homestead down here and a scooter and the building. I changed my mind. I don't want a building anymore. I got the bus. But I'm not going to check it because I didn't get a building. The homestead, we didn't do anything with this year. We didn't go there. We didn't do shit. Except, I am doing a sourdough starter. I don't know why I just got orange. The fig. Me. I did not get a scooter. We did get a lot of money. I used that money. I invested in myself, in the business. And then we have a verified check, which I just mentioned in the collective reading I did. I did not get verified, but I was consistent, and everything is continuing to grow. I don't want to be like a one-hit wonder. Oh, and then we have the campus for the college check. We had a really successful summer with the college. I am offering more courses. We'll see if people sign up. I think I'm going to expand to at least there's a campus 30 minutes south of us, so I'm going to see if I can expand to that one as well. And then this summer I might offer two different sections of the art class up here. My car doesn't work very well during the summer, so I'm not going to be driving south at all. It only works a little bit when it's cooler. So, I mean, it's been working well, but I just get stressed out. I can't handle the trauma. And I can't commit knowing that my transportation isn't reliable for the summer months. So I might offer two up here because I do have a lot of kiddos from the surrounding cities who come into town. So I might do that. I don't know if I'm going to break it up by age or what, or just offer two because it is getting very popular. So I don't know. But I just wanted to do my year-end review. I'm very proud. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some of the things, I'm going to make my new one for this year. I like doing it on Canva because I can put it as a background. And that helps me stay on track. But this year, the past few weeks, I've been really focusing on my shop expansion. I have a lot of goals for financial freedom or financial stability for myself coming for this next year. I finally feel like I've established enough to start really putting my work out in a different way, both in the physical and online, Etsy, other things like that. So I'm working on doing all of that root work right now. I scheduled an appointment today with my financial advisor in the first couple weeks of January, so I'm going to talk to him and we're going to figure out some goals and stuff, and some ways to move around. I've been consistently working on some projects on Canva to present in the said shop. I'm not ready to share what those are, but I am going to give you a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I've made 13 different things, templates in my Canva for the shop and the way that I want to expand it. Again, I will share that once I get the other necessary materials, but that's not going to be till February, March. Tax period, bruh. So I'm continuing to work on the back end, putting that stuff together. I am offering 5 courses this spring semester at the college. So I changed the time period to the morning to maybe try to cater to students who are already enrolled instead of like random community people. And Niall and I it's a better time for Niall and I instead of the evening. We prefer being done with things before lunch. So we're going to be seeing if that's more successful time frame. If not, we will keep working for we're going to work on the shop, making physical items, and stuff like that. We should be getting his school money next week, I would think. We'll see. So we're kind of in this like waiting period. We're waiting on the moolah, but I'm being very strategic about how we're going to be using that. Both, now this money that I'm getting for the scholarship, we're going to be using more for tech stuff for Niall. We've gotten a lot of toys, we've gotten a lot of the basic learning stuff. He's much more advanced than I thought. Without the verbal, without verbal communication, we've been figuring out where he's at. But he knows everything he needs to know for first grade. Not math-wise, but like, recognition and shit. So we're gonna be, I don't know, I think he's not an iPad kid because he uses tablets, but he does a lot of his learning and exploration on tablets. But the past few weeks he hasn't really been on his tablet a whole lot, and he also broke 2 of them this past week, so that was cool. Super. But he still has an extra one and the touchscreen. That's not the one he broke, thank God. I think I need to get screen protectors or something. I don't know. Why do they make those so expensive? But anyway, that's my overview of the year. So let me go ahead and the things I'm proud about. I'm proud of myself for, I've never had this much discipline. I've never taken such good care of myself until this year. And I'm really proud about that. I am very proud of the ambulance. That was definitely the biggest part of the year, the ambulance renovation. I am looking forward to getting the paint that we need to paint it. I was looking at it and it's not that big, so it's not going to be that much paint. I was like, oh, because I'm going to use tractor paint to make sure it's good, and we're doing black. So, I already have a list of things that I need to use the taxes for, and that is paint is part of that. I'm very proud of myself because I've been working out. I've been working on my flexibility. I've been taking time for myself to enjoy life. I've been resting. I've been able to receive. And these are all really hard things for me. My hair grew like 4 inches this year. I will never cut bangs ever again. Mark my fucking words. Big mistake. But you live and you learn, okay? I'm sad about Mr. Hootie, but I'm really glad that I knew it was coming. I was preparing for it for a couple months before he left. Mr. Nova, I don't think Nova is around anymore. He hasn't been back for a few months. But I don't know. I don't know if he's dead or if he just like had another family adopt him. I don't know. But I'm happy because I'm not as controlling with the animals. Cats are really cool, but they were also like taking over my house. So I have limited myself to 3 cats inside. There's a representative for each generation, and then everyone else is outside. I still take care of them. One of them is living in the catio, and everyone else is out front with the alley cats. So they are free, but they always come back every day. I feed them. Um, I'm very happy about the puppy next door imprinting on me because that was cool. We're besties. She comes to me when she needs something. She like shows up at my front door, which is adorable. My dogs are cute as fuck and they're doing well. I think they feel neglected because they are working dogs, like they serve a purpose. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. But Niall's doing really well. Niall's communication really improved this year. His willingness. He's also listening to my directions, which is fantastic. That took a long time. But I can now give one direction, not the band, and he will listen and follow through, and it is amazing. So our relationship is balancing out, which is lovely. I have more mommy friends. I have a lot of mommy friends right now, actually. I have a lot of mommy friends. I have a lot of mommy friends, which makes me really happy. Wow. Yeah, no, I have a lot of mommy friends. That's lovely. It makes me really happy. My YouTube has been growing. I had a goal of getting to 500,000 views by the end of the year, but I've extended that goal until my birthday, which is in February, because I just don't feel like doing a lot right now. And so I think I'm about 50 something or 60,000 away from getting 500,000. And so I just hit 443. So we're about 57,000 views away. So that'll take a couple weeks. I'm only doing one short project at this point. I'm just doing the daily affirmations. The shorts are what's really getting me out there. I'm really excited about what's coming next year. I did lose a subscriber today, but that happens a lot. Like, people will lose and then, like, come back. It's weird. I don't know. I'm not really, tripping on any of that. I'm not really a big quantifier. But the views are... You need, 3 million views. Or, 3,000 subscribers. It's, the metrics for YouTube to, finally make money are insane. So, I'm gonna keep it pushing. I'm really proud of myself for getting it all organized. I think I did that last year, but I'm really proud. I'm proud. I'm proud of the things that I've accomplished. I think this next year I would like to focus on the homestead a little bit more. I was thinking about that while I was in the shower tonight. I was like, we could go out there and build a fence or two, because I really want to get garden spaces set up and allow nature to kind of do the thing that nature is going to do. But I need to plant T-posts. I need to create some fencing just for wildlife, if I want to do gardens. And then we might just take seeds out, and see what happens. I don't know. But I do want to get out there, and start doing some work. I think cleaning out the RVs is a good place to start. Bringing that shit into town and trashing it will be a great place to start. So I think I just need to get over the hump of my car getting there. But while we were living out there, I wasn't using the road that we're now using to get out there. So I was going a much different way. If you've been here, you know. But I think the homestead is something I really want to focus on this year. Expansion with the college. There's a youth center opening in January. We're going to the grand opening. The mayor and another woman are heading that, and so I had a meeting with them in October about supporting with, mental health stuff, or art programs, and so hopefully we can get involved with that. I told them, Niall will be with me, but it is a youth center, so hopefully that won't be out of the question. There's also another group of people that are opening or have opened. I don't know if they've done the grand opening or not. an art studio. So between those two buildings and businesses is what I wanted to do with the building that was in my vision board. And so part of the decolonizing I'm doing myself is that I don't need to head those projects, but I can be involved with the initiatives that are starting. And I'm really happy we had the ambulance. I want to get the ambulance going. I think that if we get it going, we can go to Winslow. Winslow has a really good art community. I think it would go over really well, and we could go down south. I think it would be received really well there. Up here, not so much. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if I've been blacklisted because this is a very MAGA Mormon town, and so I don't know what people know about me, but I am not that. So it's all good. I have made a lot more friends in this town, a lot more transplants and other people who aren't from here. So that's been nice. There are a couple people that are from here that, you know, friendships are budding, and that's great too. What else do I want to focus on this year? I'm really happy I'm putting this all in this video so I can come back to it and make notes and stuff tomorrow. I'm getting an Etsy shop started, but you have to pay $29, so I'm just gonna wait until I get my taxes to pay into that. No, I'm not gonna share that. What else? I don't know. I'm very excited about the physical shop. I think that's what's keeping me the most excited right now. I have so many ideas. And these are things that I've like wanted to create forever, but I just haven't had the capacity or the money or the time or whatever. And so we're finally there. So I'm like going to be, you know, creating like things that I've been thinking and sitting on for decades. I shit you not. So I'm super stoked. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm definitely thinking about lots of ways for passive income. Maybe I should start writing a book this year. I don't know. We'll see. If I could do I need to, can my computer do that? Probably. Where I can just talk and it will transcribe. If I could get that, there's probably an app for that. Then I will definitely write a book. That would be easy if I could talk it instead of type it. I mean, it would be hard to type, but I'm too sloppy for typing right now, and there's too much I have to like focus on. So if I could just like wear my Bluetooth and fucking yap the fuck out, dude, I would have a book in like a week. I need to look into that. I have a lot of stories to share. I have a few workbooks that I'm still working on, things like that. So I don't know. I'm really excited about this year. I think it's gonna be a good year. I'm gonna be turning 39. It's my last year of my 30s. I'm really looking forward to my 40s. I think that my ability to not give a fuck is gonna just expand exponentially at my 40s. But we'll enjoy 39. Okay, I'm not really a big fan of odd numbers. But this was a good year. I learned a lot about myself. I chose myself. And I followed through on my dreams. So we're going to be continuing that next year. I hope this helps you. I would love to hear what you have done. I will not keep the comments on because I don't want anyone to write anything mean. But if you would like to email me your accomplishments or tag me in a video that you make, I would love to hear it. Yeah. I'd like to have more time to read. I'm like gathering more books, but I'm not reading them. They're just sitting. I love collecting books, but I'm not a big reader. So I would like to read a little bit more this year. That's a good goal. Also, I just had this idea, I think Niall and I, so we were going on nature walks in like November a lot, and then we haven't because it got hot and I'm like, ew, I'm grumpy. But now it's cooling down again, and I saw someone online today post videos of them picking up litter, and I think I need to start implementing some better like world views on Nile, and so I think we're gonna start doing some litter picking up walks. I think that would be a really good practice. There's plenty of litter in this town. So we might start doing that. I don't know when the weather is nice, when we feel like it. But I think that would be good. definitely working on our bond. I think instilling in him like a good moral compass is something I could focus on this year. We've been really in survival mode and like figuring out everything because we're different. But I think we're finally we're at a good spot for, you know, expanding our worldview and our understanding of how we are impacting that with our own actions, you know. I think this is a fine age to start that conversation and action. So those are some of my parenting goals. I think being more present is also a good thing, but I think with all of these other things, being more present will be available. Like I said, we've been in survival mode. I've been in survival mode. So I think doing all of these actions together will lead to a more, you know, I think it will be good. So those are my goals. A lot more than I had this year. But I think that this year really gave us that direction. I knew that 38 is my favorite number, so I knew this was going to be a really good year for me. And it really was. I'm very happy with what I've accomplished, and I'm happy with the direction we're going. And I'm happy with my patience, ultimately, because I've had to be incredibly patient. With myself, with our situation, with others. Damn, I got a lot of views on my YouTube today, over 1,200. I made 2 videos about Stranger Things. I have a really good theory. I think it's a solid theory. People really liked it on TikTok. People liked it over here. I got 12 likes on one of them. I'm such a Stranger Things geek now. I got a Hellfire t-shirt. It should be here between January 1st and the 5th. And once it's here, I'm going to do a critical overview of the show in like Movie Monday or Monday movies. When I was doing that for like Hunger Games and shit. I'm going to break it down critically. I've been watching it constantly, and I've been watching it out of order to pick up on subliminals, and I just love it. I think the fan fiction is fascinating, but again, these people have been watching it for a lot of them for like forever, right? Like 10 years. So anyway, I just reintroduced myself to Led Zeppelin, and I'm very happy about that. So if you came from the reading that I just posted, I'm sorry. I'm listening to Dazed and Confused again. I'm really happy about this, having 2 phones, because I can listen to TikTok and work on Canva, which has been really fun while I'm watching TV and doing shit. Like I said, I want to be more present, but I don't stay zombied out. I do just do work. But I think being more intentional about some stuff, now that we've gotten now homeschool stuff established, I think being more intentional about that, figuring out what he likes, what he doesn't like, has been pretty big the past couple months. What he's willing to do, what he won't do. The whiteboard was a great investment. He loves drawing on the whiteboard. He doesn't really like doing workbooks. He likes to do shit on his tablet. But he wants more. I don't know if he needs more direction or wants. I don't know if he wants it or if he needs it. I mean, I know he needs it, but now that he's finally listening to me doing like other directions, I feel like I can give him more like academic directions. 'Cause I got a bunch of like kits and we haven't used them yet. You know, I have a huge stack of boxes in my bedroom that we haven't opened yet because I just knew he wasn't ready, but I know it's stuff he's interested in, but he wasn't ready to listen to directions, you know? And I don't want to do it for him. I want him to be leading. So we're finding that balance. We're getting there. That's the beautiful thing about homeschool. Niall has a really solid, he's very good at self-regulating for the most part. He has his moments, right? But, you know, he'll spend a little bit of time on his tablet and then he'll play outside. And he's very good with what he wants. Like, he he leads himself in that, right? Like, I don't have to be like, hey, get off your tablet and go do something else. He does that on his own, which I think is huge. And like I said, the past few weeks he hasn't been on his tablet a lot at all. And if he has, he's been like, he has this one app, it's like a Pango app. He's obsessed with Pango. And it's like a truck building app. So after I did the ambulance, he started building his own trucks. So he's like always doing something that he's seen, you know, or he's like exploring fruits and vegetables on apps. And I don't know, I think the tablets are a really great tool, especially for nonverbal kids. They can really just explore things. And I always like to take the stuff that he's doing on the tablet and like make it in real life too. The produce thing was like huge the past month or so. 2 months. I think I'm gonna get shelves. Or a pegboard for his desk. That's his desk right there. I think I'm gonna get a pegboard so I can keep shit organized. I don't know. We're running out of space. We're really outgrowing this house. But it's great. You know, we're not ready to go back to the land yet. I need a well on that land before I go back. Why am I not orange anymore? What happened? So anyway, thanks for listening. I'm very proud of what we've accomplished this year. Even when people don't show up to Art Space, and I canceled today because it was gross outside and I'm just tired. I wanted to lay in bed. Shit. Where was I going with that? God, this song will always remind me of this one street in Green Bay. Well, actually, technically De Pere. And we used to fucking we'd cruise on, smoke. I don't know. The Packers are playing right now, aren't they? That's probably why I'm feeling Green Bay heavy. I guess that's it. Yeah, I'm proud. I'm so glad we got the ambulance. I'm glad that happened. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I think, you know, even if people aren't showing up, I'm really happy with what I've done. I'm really happy with having the things that I've established. So, you know, I get sad because I like cash and I wish people would come and build community and stuff, but I trust and believe that what's meant to be will be. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Okay, I'm gonna go take an edible and some melatonin and go to bed. I love you. Have a good one. Make a list. Do your thing. The vision board. I'm gonna watch this back tomorrow and make my vision board for this year. But ultimately, you know, appreciate your process wherever you're at. You know, life is a process. I didn't share any of this to gloat. I've been in horrible situations for the past long time, so I feel like I'm finally getting my footing in my own fucking life at the ripe age of 38 and 39, right? So no matter where you are, no matter how old you are, no matter what you're going through right now, things can change. You are in control of that, right? Take control of your life. Take action. Do what you want. Figure out what it is, you know, and follow through. Have a good one.